So paint is made by mixing 2 cans of white paint. So I'm going to use black. 2 cans of white paint for every 5 cans of red paint. Okay? So every time they add 2 cans of white paint, they have to add how many cans of red paint? 5. Okay? So let's say I add another 2 cans of white paint. How many more cans of red paint? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I meant to put 5 there. Thank you. Okay, what if I need to add another 2 cans of white paint? How many more cans of red paint? Okay, so what are the ratios I have here? Let's write them down. The first one I have, oops. Okay, the first one, our ratio is 2 to 5, just for the first one. When I add more, what does my ratio become? How many black circles do I have here? 4, and then I have how many red ones? 4 to 10. When I add the third group, altogether, how many black dots do I have? 6, and how many red cans? 6 to 15. So the question said, how many white paint, which was my black circles, would you need if you had 15 cans of red paint? How many white cans would we need? 6 cans. Does that make sense? Every time you add 2 white cans, you have to add 5 red cans. So for every 2 cans of white paint, I have 5 cans of red paint. Let's write this as a fraction. How do I write this as a fraction? 2 over 5. Okay? And remember, we're comparing white to red. Shh. The question says, how many cans of white paint would you need if you had 13 cans of red paint? Where would I put the number 13? At the bottom of the fraction or the top? Why? It says how many cans of white paint would you need? That's what I don't know. White paint's at the top. How many cans of white paint? That's unknown. You have to make sure you put this in the correct order. How many cans of white paint would you need if we had 13 cans of red paint? You have to line it up properly. This is white paint and this is red paint. Okay, so unknown is the number of cans of white paint. So I want you guys to solve this right now. What is X? Okay, you can cross multiply. What did you get? Well, 5 times X is 5X. What's 13 times 2? How do I solve for X? What did you guys do next? Divide by 26 divided by 5, and what did you get? Okay, now look here for a second. It's a decimal, which doesn't really make sense, right? You wouldn't go to the store and say, hi, can I have 5.2 cans of paint? Do you think this person's going to get 5 cans of paint, or are they going to get 6 cans of paint? 5. If they get 5, do they have enough? Because it's a little more than 5.
6 cans of paint and throw out like most of it.
What were you going to say? So you might want to get more than 5 cans because you have a little bit more than 5 cans, right? We have 0.2. So maybe you want to get 5 cans of one and then a sample of the other one. Good.